miners and their unions were in arbitration, and the use of safety lamps was one of the key issues. At 2:03 on that day, during fierce debate,
Mt Kembla is one of the safest, if not the safest mine in Australia.
gas reached a naked light and Mt Kembla mine blew up. This time, 96 men and boys were killed in what is Australia's largest industrial disaster.
And then out of nowhere, there's an incredible explosion. And you're there in the kitchen, or their wives or mothers, and they know what's happened. Even before the vibration of the explosion reaches them, they know that something terrible has happened. And they go up to the pit head, and there's a scene of utter devastation. The surface works are destroyed, there are people who are horribly injured, there are people who are screaming, there's clouds of smoke. The scale of what has happened becomes apparent.
At little Mt Kembla School, the children were receiving a religious instruction lesson as it happened. The explosion occurs. The children immediately rushed to the window to see what was happening. Many of them ran to their mothers, wondering what has happened. Everybody knew it was the mine.
The explosion happened during a change in shift when the mine was at full capacity. 239 miners were still underground. As miners ran to escape, they would have felt a weakness in their legs, become confused, and suffered headaches before they collapsed into unconsciousness. Afterdamp, a toxic mixture of gases produced as a result of the explosion, was silently killing them. Hostilities between mine management and unions were put aside as they retrieved the dead. Men going in to rescue others were also dying. The ex-mayor of Wollongong, who was a mine manager, perished trying to save others. But there was never a shortage of volunteers. The disaster scene was clumsy. Lack of stretchers and safety lamps cost lives. Children watched, and dogs ran off with human remains. "96 men and boys were killed. 120 children became fatherless, and some families lost every man. Grandfathers, fathers and sons who had worked together perished together.